And we are alive. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully everyone has had a great weekend so far. I have had a lovely weekend, so I hope you all have had one too. Without too much else to go over, we're going to be playing some Dead Monarchy today. I played Dead Monarchy for the first time on stream about a week ago. I've put in a ton of hours since that live stream, and I kind of want to do a new run. We're not going to do Iron Man because you're currently unable to run multiple Iron Man saves at the same time. In my own personal recording, one that I've got going right now, I don't want to lose by overwriting it. So we're only going to do just this regular stream save, and if we lose it, then we'll just start a new one, and we'll be doing the honor system on Iron Man for this, which kind of sucks, but we'll be playing it as if it's on the hardest setting. And yeah, let's go ahead and dig on into it. So yeah, let's go ahead and start a new run here. We are going to set all the difficulty settings to the hardest settings that we can. We are just not going to select Iron Man mode because it will overwrite my current save file that I've got already going, and I'm solid into mid-late game, and I don't necessarily want to ruin that. You know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's have some fun here. Let's wipe it. Have some fun here. I don't need instant deployment. Quick interactions is nice. We will do faster movement. Faster combat, let's go ahead and do faster combat. That's fine. And yeah, let's go ahead and accept this. Guys, we need to figure out how we want to build our character. So our main character here, we can do a little bit of a arbalist character who's going to have a little bit more range superiority. We've got sword and shield, hammer and shield, spear and great sword, or more of a pole hammer and warhammer combo, but we need to kind of figure that out, and once we get this nailed down, I'll be able to come up with a build and we'll go from there. I have kind of developed my own thought process and style for this game. I have put in a few hours into it and testing new builds, and I want to say that I understand the core mechanics of the game enough to where I can get into solid mid-late game without too many issues at this point. But without further ado, I don't know, guys. What do you think? What should we go for here? Should we do sword, hammer, maybe a crossbow build of some sort, or do we want to be a shield boy? I'm not necessarily sold on shields though. Shields are great for tanks, but I don't know if I want the main character to be a shield boy, because that's you're kind of in the line of fire on that. But yeah, I digress. Let's go with decisions. Let's do. I haven't done an arbalist build on a unit in a while. And let's do something kind of silly here. So we're going to do... I'm kind of feeling longsword arbalist. So this is going to be weird, and it's not going to be the best build out there. But I have an idea that this would be kind of fun. It won't do a ton of damage, though. Or do we want to be just OP, deal a ton of damage, and go from there? Yeah, you know what? I think we can do a longsword. I think we'll be fine. Longsword arbalist, and we can go from there. We will most likely want... if we're doing longsword, we'll probably want more of our standard damage output and just a little bit to the range on resolve, agility, and defense. We're doing a longsword build, so let's go ahead and rename our character. I don't know what we should do for a longsword archer build. I guess we could do... we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. But a longsword will give us a nice ability for us to do some riposte damage. We could also do a more single target, like just like a standard riposte build, or we can do a light armor, super fast, get in and deal a decent amount of damage from the get-go kind of thing as well. That being said, though, we're going to go ahead and start off here pretty aggressively, and we are going to be grabbing a collection contract of veteran. And I actually, you know what? We're not going to touch any of this. We're not going to touch any of this. I do want to take a look at the tavern, not the tavern, the shelters, so I can see what type of units we're going to be looking at for recruiting once we get a little bit of money going. So we have a butcher with a great sword and pole sword, 3 health, 3 resolve. That's pretty solid. He's got plus 15 defense, plus 5 attack, and plus 15 agility. This guy's a unit. Holy crap, he is a unit. This is awesome. An extra 15 defense as well as 15 agility and bonus attack. This guy's going to be great. And we'll be able to utilize him very, very well for a while. And he's going to be cheap too. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. We have a miner with a hammer of pavise. He has plus 1 movement, minus 5 on focus, which is fine because he's not a focus build anyway. With 3 strength and 3 resolve, that'll be pretty good. And he's cheap as well. Longsword arbalist with a plus 10 to strength, minus 1 to movement, and plus 15 to defense. That's not terrible either. Okay, so we got 3, 2 of which are actually pretty solid, but this guy, okay, this guy's not that good. Yo, what's going on, Matt and Sadie? Good to see another stream. What is this game? This game is called Dead Monarchy, and I really want to say it was inspired by Battle Brothers because it feels like it was inspired by Battle Brothers, and I know the developer was a single person that started working on this about 6 years ago, and it finally got released like a month ago. It's a little rough around the edges, but it was a single developer that created this, and the mechanics of it are actually pretty fun, and it's a challenging, and it's to the point where you definitely need to like learn the game actively as you're playing, and because of that I really enjoy it. I've dumped over 50 hours into it. I can at least recommend it as a standard, you know, go in there, take a look-see at it for yourself and see what you think. But that being said, though, like, the graphics are dated. It's a little rough around the edges and everything like that. It's not like the most gorgeous game out there, don't get me wrong. I mean, it looks like, you know, Mountain Blade Warband. So it's like a decade-old graphics, but it was made by a single guy, and going in with the mindset of a single developer made this as a passion project and how good the mechanics are. I don't care about graphics. I love Battle Brothers in and of itself, and that uses pixel art. So, I mean, this is great for me. Like, it does not take much to get me happy on a game graphically wise, right? So we're gonna have fun with it. Yo, what's going on, Sora? How you doing, my man? Let's go ahead and equip this light armor for the time being. I'm probably not going to utilize it too much. We have 26 damage, 26 break. We have 1 attack, 3 focus. Okay, so that's better. We're gonna use that. And since I'm gonna make sure that we're using our crossbow as the opener, and now we need to go find some chests. So there's one right here. So basically, the way this works is the overmap, you kind of just see like a little square here, right? So this is the overworld map, right? And this is what you got, okay? It's obviously flat and everything like that, and the map is a little bit bigger than this. It's not super big, and it's not like super sandboxy, but that little square that we were just looking at is only right here. So you've got, you know, there's 5 times bigger there. There's another 5 times. There's another 5. Yeah, this thing's like at least 20 times, if not a little bit bigger than that, from just this one map. So there's a lot going on size-wise, but the actual overworld map feels kind of empty because there's no roaming enemy mobs or enemy groups or anything like that. Battle Brothers is crazy tough. I'm definitely curious to see how this one plays out. This one is tough. It can be easier. I am playing on the hardest settings, though, so take that with a grain of salt. And I'm going to try and not get ambushed. but I'm going to risk it anyway because I'm a mad lad, and that's what we do here. We make bad decisions. Okay. Oh, right. There's no events in the first day, so I can get away with a little bit more cheeky shit than I should. We got one over here that's definitely going to get me to 20. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3. There's my 4th. Where's my 5th? My 5th's back here in the corner. Okay. So these little bitty things here are chests. It glows to make it to where it's easier for you to find, right? So we're going to go all the way back here and grab them all and then head back to town. And hopefully we don't get ambushed on the very first... That is awesome. That is so good. Oh my god. Y'all probably don't understand how good it is to get a superior heavy armor, like, before the first day even like day 0 even ends. But holy crap. Now, because I just got that RNG, we're gonna get ambushed before we get back to Haven. I'm calling it. Okay. I got one more trigger here. Oh, we made it. We made it back. We're fine. Everything's good. So you're just playing some BG3. I can respect it. I can respect it. I'm only playing BG3 one day a week though for the time being because I don't want to burn myself out on like anything. So I'm spreading everything out. Let's go ahead and rent the room. Wait until daylight, which is 6 a.m. here, and we are going to head back to the town center. Take a look at how many coins we actually got from looting. So we have to go to the temple here and refine some coins, get them leveled up, and then go turn them in for a quest because I really need money so we can actually hire some units here. Wow, we're gonna have a lot of archaic coins. How many ancient coins can we make? Okay, so we have 5 archaic coins. Yeah, it's fine. So let's go ahead and we're going to go to the manor, which is essentially where you pick up your contracts. And there's a lot of contracts, and each contract has a timer on it. So we could do a raid, but I'm not going to grab a raid right off the bat. I could do procurement. I'm not going to do that right off the bat. Or looting. Looting's, yeah, that's not happening. Or reclamation. Collection is what we're looking for here. We have 4. We need to turn in 4 archaic coins, and we have 5. So I can just go ahead and accept it. And then I'm going to leave the town to turn it in, which is one of my main complaints, is that everything triggers on town exit or town entry. So, like, you have to exit the town or be on the overworld map in order to trigger a quest finish instead of just handing it to them directly, which is it's very minor. But it can be a little annoying when you're trying to turn in like 6 quests at once, right? So we have requisition, which is something we can handle later on. Acquisition is something we can do, as well as a procurement. So those are 3 that we can do pretty easily, but we are going to want to do a raid. And we're going to do a novice raid because it's pretty not too intense for us to pick that up. Next up, we're going to go to the shelters. We actually have a little bit of money because we went and looted all of those chests. This butcher with the greatsword pole sword combo with some really good traits here. We got a plus 15 to defense, plus 15 to agility, and plus 5 to strength. I'm just going to grab him. We've got 12 grand after doing all those quests and whatnot. We got the plus 1 to movement, minus 5 to focus. I don't care about focus on a melee guy. Focus is primarily meant for riposte and or ranged units, so we're going to hire him. We're up to 3 units now. I'm not even going to touch these guys anymore, and we're going to go to the market. We're going to buy some gear. Hopefully they got good gear, and if they don't, well, it is what it is. We have a medium helmet, and that's what we got. We got a medium helmet. Okay. Okay. We do have the superior heavy armor, which I am going to hold on to, but I need different gear. I 100% need different gear for this, so we need to go look at the outposts, and hopefully they're selling something that I can actually deal with. We did pick up a quest, and it's only 7 a.m., so we got enough time. We just want to be back to town before 18, because that's where things get a little sketchy. We got a common one-handed hammer. We do have a hammer boy, so let's go ahead and swap that out. And he needs a shield, because he's a hammer and shield guy. Pavise is a shield verbiage. You know what? Let's move my camera to the bottom right here, and that should be good. That way you guys can see all this information over here. Ignore the bit cut. Let me get rid of that real quick. I've still got Twitch overlay left over from when I was on Twitch over a year ago. But yeah, so we got him a better weapon. I do want him to be a heavy armor unit, so I will give him this heavy armor. And we got a shield, which we needed. We got some flax, which we do need. And I do have a heavy helmet, which I can use. So at least our heavy armor dude will be fully kitted. He'll have a basic heavy helmet as well as superior heavy armor. I do need to find some medium armor for our two-handed user, but I'm really thinking I want to do a Uno reverse on the meta here. But the meta seems to be you want heavy armor two-handed users, and your medium armor guys need to be in like sword and shield, but I kind of want to do an Uno reverse on that. Okay, I could buy more flax. I could buy a bunch of stuff here, but I actually don't need any of it. So we're going to go ahead and get everyone kitted out now. So this guy is going to take the medium helmet and our medium armor, and then our hammer dude is going to take this as well as the heavy armor and the helmet. And he's down to 10 stamina, which is awful. That's really bad. We may not be able to actually utilize him very much because all of his basic attacks are going to be at least 15. So that is what it is. May need to take his helmet off for the first combat until he levels up. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and sell this crummy basic gear that we don't need, and let's go get us a fight real quick. Where is our camp that we have to go take out's over here for our quest, so we'll take care of this, and then we're gonna head back straight back to the city, and hopefully fight in their arena. But we at least have a full set of medium armor. My main character's in light armor with a full set. We got a full set of medium armor with the two-handed weapon, and then we got our hammer and shield boy here with heavy armor on. So we'll be set for a little bit. We're gonna end the turns and let these guys zoom in real quick. I've got combat speed turned up, so it's a little less like tedious on everyone to get up here. All right, now that they're actually within almost range, how close are they? They're a couple steps away, so we are going to fall back a little bit over here. And one thing that I will say is that positioning and orientation of your units is very important, very similar to like Final Fantasy Tactics. You want everyone to be facing the direction they're going to be engaged upon, because you get backstab and flanking bonuses. So let's go ahead and see. We have a 44% chance to hit here, or 40 with a quick shot. We're going to go for a quick shot twice. Hopefully we'll hit something. If we don't, we don't. We didn't hit anything, but that's okay. And we're going to wait. And hopefully we don't get wiped here. Okay, we got 40% here. We got one hit. If we get a hit here, he's dead. That's worth it. Didn't get it, but that's okay. Now let's see if we can get a kill here. 60% chance for a hit, 40%, so we're going to go for the 60. Nope, we missed. Hopefully we don't get dunked on too much. And we're going to move to engage here with a 40% chance to hit. And hopefully we get it. Okay, that's one kill. And we're going to push up a little bit. And there we go. Medium armor dude, still good. Still good. Cool. So far, so good. We're going to go for a couple of quick shots here. I know the game stutters a little bit more whenever I'm using a fast combat, so I may turn that off. Okay, we got a kill here, which helps a lot. We missed with our two-hander again, but that's okay. I'm not expecting to get very many hits right off the bat. that was a pretty big hit. Oh, I can't change my settings in the middle of this. That's okay. 54%, it's just not good enough. I need the 40. I'd rather get 2 quick attacks in for 40 than anything here. So now he's within one-shot territory. I want the heavy armor guy to get the kill, if anybody. So we're going to go for it. We have enough stamina to go for 2. We missed both of them. And worst case scenario, everyone gets only 1 kill and nobody levels up. Which is exactly how it played out. Okay, it is what it is. So we only get experience on kills, so everyone's halfway to level 2, but it is what it is. We did get a 2-handed greatsword, which may be better than what the other guys got, and we got a little bit of crown, some wood. So we're going to grab everything because money's money, and we're going to go ahead and head back to town. We do need to repair our gear, but thankfully no one actually died, and we came out pretty okay on that. We'll do a lot better once we start leveling up and getting perks. But until that happens, it kind of is what it is. It's going to be around 16 hours in, so we have a couple of days of daylight, couple of hours of daylight here, which is enough for us to go to the smithy, repair whatever gear damage that we took, and then fight in the arena for a little bit of extra XP. So starting off in this game, you're really going to want to partake in arena fights almost every day. It's really how you're going to get a steady supply experience as well as income. The only problem is that you can't venture out too far if you're going to be based in the city the entire time. So I actually venture out really aggressively and quickly. Okay, cool. So that's a great sword. That's a great sword. This one's better than this one. So we're going to swap our items out real quick. And move on from there. So let me go ahead and swap these 2 out. Cool. We're going to sell the crummier one. And we could hire a new unit, but it's not actually advisable, in my opinion, at this point. And we are going to try to get these guys leveled up a little bit so they're a little bit more useful. Yeah, we can handle an arena fight right now. We've got, as long as we don't get critted and hit in the head on our heavy armor dude, I think we're going to be okay. Famous last words, I know, but I think we will be okay for the most part. So we've got a one-handed hammer, a one-handed sword, and a two-handed sword. That's what we're looking at. I want to be able to open up the fight with a aimed shot, and we are going to go for a little bit of a defensive wedge here. Let's see if we can get a nice... Nope, didn't get the twofer, but we can still go for a hit here. Nope. Is what it is, but that's okay. They may get within melee range this round. Yeah, they will. But not by much. Okay, so let's go for a hit here. I forgot to turn off the fast combat speed. That's my fault. Let's see if I can get 240% chance or 154. Let's go for the 240. We might get lucky here. Nope. The biggest thing is you don't want to get surrounded. If you get surrounded, you're essentially screwed. So as long as we're able to kind of just keep these guys from surrounding us completely, we'll be set. So I'm going to move him over here, and we're going to see how this plays out. No crit. Okay, that's only minus 17 to armor, which is fine. He's got plenty of it. Minus 41 to armor. He's got enough still. Let's go and see if we can get a 54 hit. Nope. Shouldn't have even bothered, but that's okay. Go for the 40 again. It's a lot of misses early on, but that is what it is. 71%, we're going for it. We got the kill at least, so I can turn and face the guys that are going to be attacking us. Hopefully this guy doesn't get a crit. Okay, minus 17 is perfectly feasible. Minus 36 is still okay. All right, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to walk up to here, and I'm going to get ready to swap my weapon. And we are going to basically wait right here, and hopefully we'll be fine for a turn. That was a good hit. Can I get one more? Nope. Oh, that's going to be a kill if we get a hit. Let's do it. Nope. So far, so good. This may be the end of it, though. We're still okay. So long as we're only taking armor damage, we're still okay. It's when you start hitting your vitality is when you got to worry a little bit here. Come on, I just need one good hit on both of these guys. They're both dead. And the more attacks they get in, the more worried I get, because I don't want them to get a crit in. So we swapped our weapon over to the longsword, and we're going to come in for a backstab here. There's the crit. We're dead. We lost our head. I knew it was coming. Our heavy armor boy's dead. Is what it is. I knew it was going to happen if we waited too long. So now we get our longsword time to go for some kills here. We got a couple. We got one in. I just knew. I was like, man, we're really risking it here, not getting that guy killed too quick. But we got our heavy armor and everything back, so it's not the end of the world. It just sucks that we lost the one guy that we really wanted to get leveled up. So it is what it is, but I'm not too worried. This guy that we have here is arguably the better unit than what we had, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at perks. I'm not entirely sure which perks I want to go with the captain yet. I'm not sure what armor class I'm going to be using on him. So I do know that my butcher here I'm going to use medium armor on. So if the enemy is hit with a melee or range standard attack, that you gain 10 defense, which is pretty good. If a melee standard attack misses, you gain 10 defense. If a melee or range standard attack misses you, you gain 10 block. This is better than defense. So block reduces incoming chance to get hit on ranged or melee attacks. So this is arguably better than anything up in here, but the graceful impact is also very, very good. So we are going to grab graceful impact first, and then we're going to go reinforcing footwork on our two-handed guy. Because you don't need block, you don't need a shield in order to gain block, which is important. And I'm not entirely sure where I want to go with this guy. If I use light armor, I know I can shred people. But the thing is I don't know if light armor is the way to go. I may want to go medium with him. Because medium will give me a better riposte build going. But also that means that I'm going to be taking a little bit more damage. So I'll have to kind of play this one by ear. I can go to tactics and at least take a look at something that I can get, or prowess. Melee standard attacks for Berserker Instinct would be pretty good. But yeah, we're going to have to take a look at that and figure out. I really need to figure out exactly how I want to build this guy. I didn't go for much of a range build. So I got to remember that when I didn't give myself very much focus, so it's really hard for me to build him as a good ranged unit. I think I was going to use him more as a maybe a light to medium armor backliner to where I could do a lot of flanking. So if I'm going to do that, then light armor may be the better choice. Okay, so we finished the day's amount of work that we can do essentially without risking going out at night and getting ambushed. And if we got ambushed right now, the run's over. I can't. It's definitely too much for us to try and fight an ambush. So we're going to hold off on doing anything else. We're going to go straight to the tavern. Well, I might go to the shelters real quick and take a look-see what else we got, because I do need to get someone replaced for a frontliner. So we got a sword Pavise guy with who's a vagabond with a 10 wage. He's only got a +1 to defense and +1 to resolve, which isn't going to be great. So we lost our one good unit we could have had for a frontliner, but that's okay. And we're not going to get a new frontliner, really. So this guy's going to be our best bet, is what it is. We need a frontliner that can help handle, like, can hang in there for the time being. We're going to build him as a medium armor dodge tank because he doesn't have great stats for anything else, and we'll kind of go from there. Let's go to the tavern. There isn't much else that we can do for the time being, and take a quick snoozle, get to the next day, and kind of go from there. So you want to rest until 6 a.m. because that's when daybreak happens. If you're going on an adventure, 5 a.m. is fine because events, so ambushes, which is an event, trigger on the hour marks, and it's only hours. There is no like 2:30, 3:30 or anything like that. So it's only an hour increments, and each new hour ticks a chance for having an event trigger. So if you go out at 5 a.m. while it's still dark, well, 6 a.m. will be a chance for you to encounter outlaws and whatnot and getting into a fight, but they won't surround you in an ambush because it's not nighttime anymore. So if you're going for a long trek, you can start off your day at 5 a.m. and be fine. But if you're in town, you want to start at 6 a.m. so all the buildings are actually open. Let's go ahead and take a quick look-see at all the crap that I don't need because I already looked at all of this earlier. And I just like to, open the fridge and look at the fridge, even though I already know everything that's in the fridge. So this is the exact same thought process. I'm going to open up the fridge and stare at the things that I have seen for the past, multiple hours. And then I'm going to shut the fridge. And then 5 minutes later, I'm going to go open the fridge again and look. Yeah, that's kind of how the marketplace is for me. I got no idea what I'm doing. I'm just looking. Let's go ahead and go to the manor real quick. We did pick up some flax, so we can at least turn that in for a quest. What our main goal is for the first 7 days is we need to increase our affinity. You want to be at least 25% affinity with the town. I'm already there, but I want to be higher. So anytime you can, just go ahead and knock out a contract real quick. And this will all be explained. I'm going to probably make a guide on this game for optimizing some of the paths and whatnot you can do. But yeah, so it's 7 a.m. We have time that we can go explore and start maybe opening up chests on different maps. That is a possibility, but I do want to go take a quick look-see here and see if we can acquire any armor that is going to help us get a little bit more established. We have money here to buy armor, but we don't have enough money to buy new units. I do have enough to buy some flax, though, so I am going to do that. Flax is something that I can turn in for a really quick flip of affinity. It's at a net loss for money, but, I mean, having affinity is kind of worth it in my opinion. And I think we've already looked at Drast. I'm not sure if we looked up Acerus, so I'm going to double check here real quick. And then when we're done looking there, we're going to head back to Korberg, fight an arena fight, and then call it a day. So we did come here and we sold stuff. That's why they've got trash. And yeah, okay. So taking a look at it, we have our Sword of Pavise guy here. I'm going to give him a medium helmet and a heavy armor base, and that's going to give him 55 stamina. Whoa. Oh, 30 stamina with a full heavy. We're going to do that. Yeah, you're going to be a heavy armor boy because you have enough stamina for it. We're doing it. Don't care. And it should be 17 hours, so we'll have 1 hour of daylight left. And we can repair this gear. Sorry, guys, I spat on my microphone cover, and I'm trying to, clean the spit off because I don't know how to talk correctly. And let's go ahead and repair this heavy armor from the guy who, got beheaded in it. And don't tell the new guy, right?
Man, why is this armor coated in blood? Oh yeah, the last guy that we had here, he kinda died. Sorry.
So we're gonna go to the arena and fight. I need to make up my mind on how I want to do before we go into the arena real quick. I need to figure out what build we're going for on our main character. So we could do a medium armor build and go counterattack heavy, which is fine because we have a high enough attack stat and a decent amount of strength that counterattacks will work. We just don't have the medium armor for it yet. And if that's the way that we want to go, we can do that and get set up to where, you know, we can at least move fairly well and get around the map. Or we can go with a flanking build, which is going to prioritize the light armor, and we're just going to tear up the back line, and we're not going to worry about anything else, which would also work really well. If we do a backline fighter, we need to make sure that because then we can get light foot movement, we can move hella far. So we could do light armor. We could do I guess light armor would also increase our damage output for a crossbow. So I guess we should probably do light armor and watch as we kill everything in one shot. So our main unit is going to be light armor focused. We can build more medium armor units later, which is fine. Let's go into the arena and have a little bit of fun here. I need to try and get our heavy armor unit 2 kills if possible. So we got to do some flanking here so we can get him leveled up. So we need 2 base kills on our new unit for him to level up. And we don't have the crossbow out on our main unit, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And let's get set up here. I'm going to swap over and get a kill. Boom! Got a hit. Awesome. Now the last 2 guys need to get killed by this guy, otherwise it's kind of a waste of a fight. I keep forgetting to actually do stuff. That's okay. Okay, that's a hit. That hurts. That's a miss. He's got graceful impact on, so now he's suddenly tanky, which is exactly what we want. And we're going to go for a kill, maybe. Can I do 2 attacks? I can. Nice. All right, and we're going to go for a hit here. Try to get him low. We cannot because we're unlucky. And my main guy cannot attack, because if he does, he will one-shot them. Because that's how I built him. I never claimed to be a smart man. So, graceful impact makes it to where anytime he gets hit, he takes basically 0 damage for a little bit. Just kind of nice, if I do say so myself. So hopefully we can get a kill here. That's 1 kill. That's great. I'm very happy I got that, and let's go ahead and get this guy down to 1-hit territory, if at all possible. And we're just going to tank this out. And this is why medium armor is the best for dodge tanks. And this is why I want to do something different and not use shields and swords on my medium armor guys. I want to use 2-handed weapons for medium armor, and I want to put heavy armor on my sword and shield boys. Because I'm dumb, and I like making my own meta. That's what this is all about. New meta. Hopefully he doesn't get one shot. Oh, cool. He's attacking the wrong guy. That's exactly what I need. That's exactly what I need. Boom. Got the 2 kills on the heavy armor. We got 1 kill fed to our main unit, and we're making progress here. That's exactly what I need. We got the money. Nobody died, which is pretty big deal. And let's go ahead and get everyone repaired real quick. And let's get our new heavy armor boy set up with some good stuff. He doesn't necessarily have the stats that I think he needs for this build, so we may be swapping him out for something later on, but we'll take a look at it. So we're full here. Medium armor needs a little bit of a repair here. And heavy's fine. What is his resolve? Sorry, guys. My camera is literally in the way for any time I look at anything. So he's got 56 resolve, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. So we're going to go to the tavern, and we're going to sleep today off real quick. And we should be fine. So we're making 500 crowns every time we win an arena fight right now. And it costs 100 crowns for you to repair an armor, assuming only whatever damage happens. And you don't, like, each piece of armor that gets damaged costs 100 gold to repair. So as long as you're not burning, like, 4 pieces of armor getting messed up in an arena fight at the very beginning, you will make a profit just sitting here with 3 units repeatedly fighting as you level up. And that's okay, because this game does not scale off of days the way Battle Brothers does. So you can indefinitely stay here and just grind until you get guys leveled up. It just takes forever, and that's not what I want to do. So we're going a little bit more aggressive. Assured victory. We got 56 resolve. We're doing it. I do not care. We have a +1 resolve on level ups and +1 defense on level ups. So we're going ham. We're doing it. Did I wait? I don't think I did. I'm going to have to talk and go back in there. So unless you're like me and forget, unless you're like me and forget to, actually sleep to the next day, you should be fine and not actually spend a lot of money. But, I mean, it cost me an extra 10 gold. And if that's what bankrupts me, then I should probably, reconsider my choices on how I play this game. Okay, so we have some contract cooldowns. Acquisition or requisition are both at 0 days, but we haven't even started trying to do those. We do have 1 day left on a raid, so let's go ahead and we are going to do an arena fight at the very beginning, and then we're going to go on a slight adventure a little bit further away from the town. And I would like for us to... I eventually want us to be able to handle 6-man fights. So we need to be leveled up a little bit more. And now that everyone's at least level 2 and either has a decent amount of killing potential or survivability, I'm going ham. I do not care. I'm going to do as much damage as I can with my light armor, dude, and we're just going to see whoever gets the kills gets the kills. That's kind of how this is going to go now. Because now we have a medium armor guy that's got graceful impact. I still need to change combat speed. I'm not a huge fan of how the combat speed works. And we're going to see what happens. Because we don't have enough damage to one-hit anybody with in our medium and heavy armor guy. But that's okay. So 62% chance. That's enough for a kill. Still missed, but that's okay. And we're going to move our heavy armor dude on up here. Graceful impact triggers. And if the hammer boy... Oh, hammer boy went down there. Okay. And we're going to miss every freaking shot we take, but that's okay. Yep. Missing them. Missing all of them. That's okay. We're going to take a step over here, and we should get a crit. Boom. Beheaded, because we flanked him from behind, and that is why you do not let your back be exposed to these guys. Let's go for a kill. Easy. It's all about positioning here in this game. So we got 250 here. We need 2 more kills on Ingram, and we need 2 more on Samer, and we need 3 more on the captain in order for us to get leveled up. And we can rename these guys at any time. So if anyone's got any recommendations on names for any of the units, by all means, please feel free to speak up. Put it into chat. Even comments, because I don't plan on these guys getting killed by the end of the stream, but I don't know, I've been wrong before. But yeah, so if anyone's got anything, by all means, feel free to drop the name in chat on what unit you would like to see named what, or just what type of build in general you want to have a unit named, and we'll get one made for you on the next time we live stream this game, and that'll probably be next Sunday, depending on how things go. Also, as a heads up, guys, there's supposed to be like a thunderstorm coming in, like a severe thunderstorm coming in where I'm at tonight. So if the live stream suddenly just goes, well, I may or may not be alive and or dead, but my power either went out or a tornado came through or something like that. I live in Kansas after all, so severe weather is kind of a normal thing. You gotta be a little careful here, but yeah, we should be okay. But I want to take a look at all of these chests and get as much money and coins and potentially superior loot, which is really the main reason I'm out here, is because there's a chance for us getting superior loot drops. Kind of like how we got that a piece of heavy armor. And I need to keep an eye on the time, though, because we want to be able to get back to town before nightfall so we don't get ambushed. Because while we can handle 3 people pretty easily, I would like to get one more level under our belt on at least 2 of our units before we venture out for a prolonged amount of time. So I think tomorrow will be good to venture out and do whatever. So at day 4, we'll be able to go out, do a raid contract, and do a arena fight. And that combination should be enough for us to be completely set. Okay, so we might actually get ambushed here. Oh, we made it. I think. Okay, yeah, we made it. I had a 2 hours of potential ambush time there, and I cut it a little close. I wanted to venture out, but got a little too ambitious there. But we're gonna go ahead and do a contract. A raid contract tomorrow, as well as one more arena fight. I need to feed 2 kills or all 3 to my main guy, or 2 kills to one of my other units to get them a little bit more set up for potentially taking on 6 units. And that's kind of what we need to do here. So let's go ahead and go to the arena. First things first. I don't think anyone took very much damage, if any, during that last fight. So let's go ahead and dig on into this fight. Hopefully get somebody leveled up at least one way, shape, or form. And then we'll go from there. And I kind of messed up that placement, but that's okay. Let's see if I can get these guys lowered down 1 number. Okay, cool. I should not go for any more kills with this guy unless I want all of them to go to him. Well, I mean, it would be fine if I got all the kills on him, but he just doesn't. Let's not do that. Is this going to be a kill? If it hits, it is. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to go for the kill on him. That is the game plan. And that would be a kill as well. Let's go for it. Boom. Okay, so we got both kills on our medium armor unit, and we started leveling up our main dude as well. So now we need 2 kills on either of them, and they'll level up. And this guy got his +1 to defense, +1 to agility, +2 to focus, +3 to health, and +2 to strength, and +3 to resolve. So we're getting there. Man, I need to find a better spot for my camera. Maybe the right side will be better. I don't know. I don't want to do like the top corners, because the top corners is where like all the info is, and the bottom right corner is like where everything is here for all of our events. Contract info is in the bottom left. I don't have a good camera placement. I'm sorry. I could do like right in the middle, like smack dab in the middle of the screen, maybe a little bit down here. I don't know. You take a look at it. So our medium armor guy, we did get a level up in, and we are going to beef up his defense capabilities once more with the reinforcing footwork. So as I said earlier, reinforcing footwork basically gives you +10 block every time you dodge an attack. So graceful impact triggers whenever you dodge an attack, as well as reinforcing footwork. Reinforcing footwork is going to give you 10 block, which can stack up to 5 times. Actually, I don't know if it can stack up to 5 times. I don't necessarily see it. I know the effect lasts 5 phases, but it doesn't necessarily say it can stack up to 5 times. Yeah, I can't even. I don't see the verbiage there as like I can up here where it's up to 5 times. So it may only be 10 block. And if it's only 10 block, that's still a 10% reduction chance on you getting hit by any attack, which is great. I could definitely be misspeaking on that verbiage there, so I don't want to be putting y'all with some false hopes, bad information. I'm gonna teach y'all how to die in this game, and don't you worry. How to die 101. Let's go to the smithy real quick. We need to repair our medium armor user because he did take a little bit of damage there. So we're gonna patch up his armor for 100 gold, or crowns, whatever. And then we are going to go to the manor, and we are going to pick up not a novice, but a rookie contract for raid. So the difference between a novice and a rookie is the amount of people that you're going to be fighting in the very beginning. So novice, you fight against 3 outlaws. Rookie, you're going to fight against 6. So it's going to be harder. But that basically lets me go ham with my light armor unit. I do not care because I'll be able to one-shot anyone if I can hit them. I just have to be able to hit them, right? So we are going to spam attack as much as we can. And if we can handle these guys and get a couple more levels, then we'll be able to handle anybody in a hidden cave, because that's going to be the exact same type of fight that we'll run into, as well as ambushes. Ambushes are only going to be giving us 6 units in these early stage fights as well. They may be surrounding us, but there's no crossbowmen, so we'll be fine. I just got to be able to handle this fight. And if I can't handle this fight, well, then it is what it is, and the run's over. But I think we can. I think we can, especially with manipulating movement here and getting our positioning set up a little bit better. So we're going to try and utilize the lay of the land here to our advantage. It's going to take them probably 3 rounds before they're even in crossbow range, because they have to go over these steps, or increased in elevation, right? So the elevation increases is what's going to really slow them down. I'm going to make sure that we have the high ground on our 2-handed user, and I'm going to get our heavy armor dude right next to this rock so we can't be flanked on the left side. And they're going to wrap around the right, and then we'll be able to flank with our 2-hander, as well as whittle them down with our ranged unit the entire time. Or we'll be flanking with our heavy armor dude. I went the wrong way with that. Okay. And then you over here. And yeah, so once they start coming up, we're going to start whittling them down. Hopefully we can get maybe at least 1 kill, if not 2, on this round. It'd be really cool if we can get 2. But we've basically got a guaranteed 1-hit KO if we get a hit. We have to get a hit, though. And if we don't, then it is what it is. So we didn't get a hit, but that's okay. Okay, so we missed that hit, but now we're going to swap over to our sword and get ready. Did not quite get the kill there, but that's okay. And we're going to try to get the kill here. It's 1 kill. He missed, but now we're going to get flanked from behind. Oh, he missed. Okay, so now we're going to get hit here. But that's okay. We're still good. That's 1 kill there. We can get the kill on, honestly. Let's go for this guy. Nope, we missed. It's okay. How much AP is this? Oh, it's 4. Let's go for it. Oh, we missed. That's unfortunate. Hopefully we don't get killed for that. But we might. Let's see if we can get a kill here. That's 1 kill. We'll face this direction, and hopefully we're still good. Yeah, we're gaining a lot of block here. So I'm pretty sure it stacks, that block thing that I've been talking about. Oh, we got crit on our heavy armor boy. Okay, that took a bit of damage. And then we missed. I just need a kill. I need a kill. I cannot take another hit on this guy because that's going to kill me. I can on my heavy armor guy as long as he doesn't get another crit. If he gets critted 1 more time, he might be a little low. Oh, shit, he's exhausted. I wasn't paying attention. That's bad. The amount of dodges that they're getting right now is pretty absurd, I'm not gonna lie. This may be it. We may wipe here. There's another crit. Are we gonna get a third crit? Yep. I can't believe he just critted 3 times in a row, and this is death. Yep. That's the end of the run. We tried. All right, let's do it again. I want to get a good run going, and honestly, starting off with a little bit better ranged superiority is probably going to be better for us. Let's do fast movement. I'm not going to have faster combat on it because I'm not a huge fan of how it makes the game stutter and whatnot. We'll do a longsword arbalist build again, but this time I'm going to make sure we've got a little bit of a different spread of stats. So we're going to do about 45 with only 25. And then we're going to pump a decent amount into range, get that to 65, and then we'll do 15-15. Yeah, it should be fine. By the time we actually run into enemies that I need to worry about all of the other stats, then I think we'll be okay. And we'll be able to still do a riposte spam at that point. Let's go ahead and get our equipment set up. +4 focus or +3 attack, 1 focus. I mean, it doesn't really matter. When I have the longsword equipped is when I'm going to be using it. So being a little bit better set up for that is good. So the reason you don't start off immediately looking for those chests that I did earlier is because they don't spawn in at game creation. They only spawn in after you first enter a town. So first things first is we're going to go to a town. I don't know why I click on the manor every time. We are going to go to the marketplace just to see what we got. So we got a full set of medium armor. I'm going to go ahead and just buy it because I know I'm going to be using a medium armor set on at least one of my units. I'm going to hold off on buying the basics shield. And just for poops and giggles, we are going to take a look at the shelter and see how we're going to be building some of our new units, see if there's any good things here. So we got a +10 defense here, which is pretty good for a Warsword Arbalist guy, but not great. We have a Warhammer Pullhammer with -1 AP, -5 attack, and -10 focus. This guy's trash, and we're not going to use him. We have a +5 strength and a +15 agility butcher, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not great, but he's pretty good. He's got, what, 35? Man, I need to... I've got an entire new camera setup that's going to slowly get rolled in, and I need to just get this moved. We got an extra, what is that, an extra 10 stamina per turn. That's pretty good. And -5 a focus. That kind of sucks, but he's a great sword pole sword user, so that's not terrible. But he does have an efficient, he's got talent for focus, but he's got -5 I don't like that. Sword Pavise, beautiful stats here. We have +5 vitality. We have -10 defense, ouch, and we have -5 resolve, also ouch. Okay, that's gross. That's terrible. All right, so we really only have like one good unit here. The rest of the backgrounds are kind of whatever, but I mean, we'll find something to do with those guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and leave the town real quick, and we are going to go pick up those chests. And the reason I start out with these chests is because, so there's one down here in this corner. I could go, you know what, let's do a loop in this direction, and we're going to do counterclockwise. Oh, there's one right there too. But the reason I start off with the chests is it's the least risk and highest reward immediate mission that you can do, all right? So it would essentially be like doing a freebie mission on Battle Brothers where you're just like, oh yeah, all you gotta do is just like walk 15 feet this way and pick some stuff up and then head back. So the freebies is what it's all about, right? And it is 18 hours, and we're gonna have 3 of these headed, taken up. So this one's pretty far away. And where's that other one's actually really close. So I'm going to come over here. I think I can pick this one up and get back to town before the 24-hour mark. I think I should be able to. Yeah, I definitely can. Maybe. Okay, so we are going to be... Oh, we have plenty of coins for it, so we'll be fine. No ambush. Okay, we made it. Skin of my teeth on that one, and I'm very... I'm a little aggressive on that. So I do a lot of bad things in this game. I have a really bad habit of risking that day one ambush just so I can make sure that I hit my... the amount of income that I need for me to get the ball rolling. So just as an FYI, guys, do as I say, not as I do. You can do as I do if you really want to try and risk it, but only do that if you like to live dangerously. If you don't want to be dangerous, then I don't recommend doing it. For example, I didn't need to take on that 6-person contract. That 6-person contract, most sane people would have went for a 3-person contract and waited until they had one more unit. But I'm not like regular people. I'm an idiot, and I like to do stupid things. And that's just how it works. I do want to do ancient coins, but I didn't get lucky enough to pick up 2 in the 3 chests that we got. I guess we could go... We have some time here, so let's go pick up that last chest real quick just to see if we get another ancient coin, because that's the difference of... It's like a 5K difference on payouts. So we're going to head straight over here, pick up this chest, and then we might stop by one of these outposts real quick. Okay. Okay. What is this, 3 or 6? It's 6. Okay. I'm just going to leave. So this is what a daytime ambush is, essentially. It's not necessarily an ambush, but it's an encounter. And there's 6 units here, and obviously myself, without any level ups or anything like that, I'm not going to be able to take them out. So in order for you to run away, you simply move your units to the white squares on the edge of the map, and if you don't get killed, then you can get away. And as long as they're not completely surrounding you, you can pretty much get away unless you're in heavy armor. If you're in heavy armor, you might be a little SOL. So it's not always a good idea to pick up heavy armor at the very beginning of the game until you can get some better armor sets later on. Like that superior armor. The reason I went with a heavy armor unit at the very beginning of the last run is because we picked up a superior heavy armor set in the very beginning, and that was... I fumbled the ball pretty hard there. I definitely fumbled that one. That was pretty nice. It was a pretty nice get up, and I kind of messed that up. So it is what it is. I went a little too hyper aggressive because I got that, and it is. But I mean, it worked kind of until it didn't. And I have a feeling we would have had a pretty decent run if I hadn't have been as aggressive. I just really wanted to get the ball rolling on those cave fights. Which is why I needed to make sure that we were able to get kills a little bit quicker. But with how we're set up here, we should be able to do that now, especially if I do a light armor build on my main unit as well, like we did last time. Okay, so we're going to go to the manor. I could try to upgrade a bunch of stuff to get those coins and maybe squeeze out some archaic, not archaic coins, but some so here's why I'm saying archaic versus a ancient. So archaic, 4 of them gives you 7,700, but 5 ancient coins gives you 12,750. So it's literally a difference of 5,000 crowns. But this is 4 and the other one's 5. So you really need to get lucky if you want to be able to get that much money of a payout. That being said, though, we're going to go ahead and just turn it in and go back in here, and now we're going to be grabbing a couple of units. We already have a set of medium armor for our units here, so we'll be doing that. And let's see, we got a War Sword Arbalist with plus 10 defense, right? So that's not terrible. He does not have good stat gain for anything, and he's kind of expensive, but honestly, I kind of need a body. The Butcher Greatsword is pretty decent with his plus 5 strength and plus 15 agility. He has like no defense stat though, which is kind of trash. Greatsword, Pole Sword, like basically all these units are not good. The butcher, the greatsword pole sword dude, we're going to grab, and I'm going to grab this arbalist guy. I'm not expecting great things from either of them, and I'm hoping to replace them at the turn. But for the time being, we can probably figure something out. So our greatsword pole sword guy has 3 defense with this armor, and we will kind of just have to make do. This guy's got a war sword, does not have an arbalist, but that's honestly kind of okay. He doesn't really have a high stat on anything, I don't think. Let me double check. So he's got a 41 in attack and a 50 in focus. So yes, he does have a better range stat than a melee stat, but it really ain't gonna matter. And let's go ahead and see if we can get 2 kills in the arena real quick. And we may just kind of have a crummy start here, and this may just be the end of a run at the very beginning here, because I'm playing hyper aggressively. But if we're going to lose anyone, I want to lose that arbalist guy that I didn't give good armor or anything like that on. So that's kind of the thought process here. Let's go ahead and get our main unit over here. We have our medium armor dude who's going to be back here, and our basically naked guy is going to be naked. And that's just what he's going to be. He going to be naked. He naked. But he can probably do some damage if he gets a hit in. Probably. And I really hope I can get a couple kills here on my main unit so he can start doing damage. There's 1 kill down. I'm going to go for a... Oh, man. That would have been really cool if it hit. What about you? Nope. That's unfortunate. All right. Oh, this is going to hurt. Don't crit. Don't crit. Okay, cool. It was a miss. Okay, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Go for a kill. That works. That's not going to be a kill. I could try to do the double spam here, but let's go for a flank, and hopefully we can stay alive long enough on our medium armor guy for this. Just don't get crit. Okay, so far so good. And let's see if we can get a kill, I guess. Okay, cool. So our medium armor guy got the kill anyway, so that's fine. We can get him set up to be more tanky. Our main unit's going to get leveled up, and this guy's going to kind of just sit there until we either get him fed some kills to where he's not trash, or until he dies. Whichever comes first. Let's go ahead and get our medium armor guy set up with Graceful Impact, which is that one perk that, like, as soon as you start out, it just makes it so much better on survivability. It's definitely something I always recommend picking up on a medium armor unit. And let's get our armor patched up. I don't know yet if I want to get our third unit any armor yet. So we definitely are not in a place where we can handle 6 units, because we kind of got a little sketched out there on that last fight. So we can handle a novice contract, and that's about it. We can take care of that, and maybe we'll get lucky on where it spawns. Nope. Nope, that's literally on the other side of the entire map. We're not doing that. We're going to wait till the next day before we head out there. We don't have enough time to get there and back because the day's already over, halfway over. We could set out at 5 a.m. though and do it that way. So this is what I meant by 5 a.m. kind of thing. So if you time it to where you stop at 5 a.m., you can leave the town, and since it'll be 6 a.m., if you get ambushed, the next time trigger that would happen will be 6 a.m. So it won't be an actual ambush. It'll just be an outlaw encounter, and you're basically set. So it's immediately 6 a.m. We didn't trigger an encounter or anything like that, so we're fine. We're going to make it here pretty early in the morning. We'll have enough time to head back to town, patch up any armor or damage that we take, and then move on from there. One of your units looks like William Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation. He's a keeper. Which one's that? Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I think you're talking about the Butcher. I think you're talking about this guy, right? Is it this guy? Carlo Man? We could rename him if you want. What's going on, Bruce? How you doing, my man? They both kind of look like him. I think it's this one that you're talking about. I think it's Carloman. I think I know who you're talking about. I think. I've been wrong before. The bearded guy. Well, there's two bearded guys. That doesn't narrow it down at all, Bruce. How far is my range? I got a minute. One guy's got like a pompadour, the other guy's got kind of swept off to the side, but they had the exact same face and facial hair. Man, I sure hope we can get a couple kills early on my range unit. I need at least one kill on my range unit, I think. All right, let's go for this one. That's one hit. Come on, give me a kill, give me a kill, give me a kill. Yeah, hype. Hype, 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 hype. Come at me. I'm not scared of anybody at this point. I'm ready. I'm ready to go ham. We're about to go ham here. Ham! Oh, we missed. It's a tragedy. I'm gonna come up from behind. I'm gonna try to get this guy. Nope, we missed. Oh, this is not gonna end well. Miss. Miss. Oh, that was not a miss. That was not a miss either. That was not a miss either. Oh no. Oh no. Kill him. So he can't get hit anymore. For the love of God. How much armor you got? You're fine. Kinda. Oh, there's a hit. You're doing something. Acadius. Oh no, that's not good. Don't crit. Don't crit. Okay. We're fine. For the time being. Bruh, you gotta hit a 71% chance, for the love of God. Okay, what about 65? Okay, that works. That's fine. I don't care. We cleared the thing. We leveled up our main unit, who's gonna be our DPS. And yeah, we're gonna move on from that. That was not a good execution of a fight, but it is what it is. We made it here. We made it out alive, and we'll hit up a outpost real quick. Do I have any? I do have some flags. I don't know if this is the outpost we already hit up or not, but we're gonna take a look-see because it's a close one. Ooh, we have some medium armor, but we don't have a medium helmet. We do have money for it, though, so let's go ahead and pick it up anyway. We're going to get rid of the basic helmet. I'm going to get rid of the basic one-hand hammer because they're basically worth nothing. I am going to pick up the one-handed shield in the off chance that we need that in the future before we're able to get better equipment. And we're going to go patch up all of our armor and then go fight in the arena. After we pick up a contract for grabbing flax and then selling it to the guy that we basically bought it from. So we lose money on it, but we gain influence. Or is it influence or is it... What's that? What's that? Affinity. Affinity. We need affinity. So we've only got 20% affinity instead of what we were at in the last game. So we're not doing as good as what we were, but I mean, it's kind of RNG based too, because each day you have a chance of the affinity going down. And every time you like run away from stuff and whatnot, it kind of affects your affinity. So yeah. Carloman's new name is Riker. That means the next unit's name is Spock. Okay, I can do that. All right, Bruce. Said Carloman. Carloman, your new name is Riker. You cannot die. All right, Riker. You are our beacon of hope. Our beacon of hope in this dreaded time. And let's go to the arena and see if we can fight and win a fight here. Should probably feed some kills to this one guy that's got like nothing on him, and maybe get him set up to, you know, not be a piece of crap. I didn't invest any perks in my main unit. Oh, I'm a fool. I am a fool. It's fine. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Everything's fine. I just got to get these guys low enough to where they can't kill me, hopefully. All right, see if I can get a kill here. Oh, baby, that was clutch. Okay, let's see if I can get a hit. Nope, I knew that was too good to be true. It was definitely too good to be true. Let's go for... That was a nice hit, though. It was pretty solid. 10 out of 10. Would cry again. And we're going to see if our naked guy dies. Oh, he dodged. All right. Boom. Got the crit. Got the beheading. We're going to move up and get some pressure going. Because Lord knows we ain't going to be doing crap otherwise. We're going to get ready for the flank. Because he's probably going to kill a kill here. Oh, this guy's still alive. He's kicking. Kicking it. Look at that. We got one hit, and get ready for the crit. We're going to go for the clap and cut his head off. Boom. Flanking. The power of flanking. Don't worry, Acadius. I might get you leveled up in the future. I might. Probably won't. It might happen. I'm not a big fan of Acadius, by the way, in case you can't tell. That's why he's running around naked in peasant garb and not actual armor or anything like that yet. Speaking of which, I do need to go to the market and double check and see if there's anything I can get. I mean, I could grab an extra set of light armor for Acadius, so he's not completely defenseless out there. He's an arbalist user, and I don't have an arbalist that I can buy. We're going to head back to the town center. I am going to go to the temple and heal Acadius. How do you increase hit chance in this game? The misses are brutal. You increase it basically over time. So, it kind of comes from level ups. It comes from level ups. All right, so basically every time you level up, you gain 1 in every stat, and depending on what your talents are on the units, they increase further. So it's not like Battle Brothers where every unit is going to roll dice based off of how things go, right? So as your main unit always gets a +3 to every stat on level up. So he ends up being a powerhouse no matter what you do to him, for the most part. Butcher, our Riker here, who is a butcher background, has the ability to use a greatsword and a pole sword, and he has an extra +1 to health and an extra +1 to resolve. So whenever he levels up, he's going to gain 2 health and 2 resolve, but everything else is +1. However, perk points can help you out. So you can actually get a lower background who does not have good base stats and just put a point into training and increase your attack chance, your attack stat by 25. And the math here is actually really simple. So your chance to hit on an attack is going to be 61% chance base, right? Minus the enemy's defense score and the enemy's block score. So if someone's attacking Riker and they've got a 50 in the attack stat, they're going to have a 50% base chance, -4 and -0. So he's going to have a 46% chance to hit, essentially. Yeah. Of course, there's other things involved and whatnot. If you use a wild strike, like there's multiple other things, and that's like a super dumbed down version of it, but that's kind of how the math works. However, my main unit, I'm going to grab energetic strike so I can start one-shotting people because I'm an idiot and I didn't pick that up last time. But there is a way to increase both your survivability as well as your hit chance by pumping up your base stats through the training perks. Is it a good investment on shittier units? Yes, it is. On late game units or anything like that? No, it's not. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's definitely a catch-22. But we do need to make sure that a Riker's armor is patched up, which I already did. This guy, I'm going to get rid of your armor anyway, so I don't care. So, yeah, we don't need to repair anybody's armor. I went and bought Acadius a new set of armor, which he's probably going to die in, but it is what it is. So, Acadius, we're going to go ahead and give you, you know, a new helmet and armor. Then we're going to sell these peasant rags.